SoFi Stadium. Today, a good one in store here. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Denver Broncos. Brandon McManus back at Mile High, and he'll get things started here in Denver. Marvin Mims now to return it. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
At their own 29-yard line.
Opening play, and Bo will throw. He smartly won't risk anything here. Just chucks this away.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10. They run it. Here's R.J. Harvey. And he won't be able to get past the line. And very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing 3rd down to begin this ball game.
On the tackle. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. To the air on 3rd and long. Hits him on the out route. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
On 4th down, Broncos going to call on Jeremy Crawshaw here to punt. On the return for the Packers, that's Matthew Golden. Fair catch made a little beyond the 20-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And this one doesn't go far.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 24-yard line.
Eight yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. Give him 24 on that play. And it'll give the Packers the 1st.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Going run again with Jacobs. And this goes across midfield and into Broncos territory. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Love now off the play action. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
That's good.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at them. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Running on 1st here with Jacobs. He picks up 5 on that 1st down run, brings up 2nd down.
Some really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
1st down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. They stick with Jacobs. And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Well, using the legs here. And keeping the zone read costs him. He takes a hit, loses some yards, too.
taken down.
Send a pretty clear message to the QB right there on that one. No one fooled for a second as they create the tackle for loss.
Back to the line they come, second down. Love from the gun. This is complete. It's Matthew Golden. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 7.
All right, they need 7 here on 3rd down on what is the 9th play of this drive. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Brought in. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
Well, they got him down before he could do any more damage in terms of yards. And that's no easy job, mind you, tackling a big tight end. But the main damage had already been done. He kept this drive going by getting beyond the line of game.
1st and goal. They're hoping for an opening drive touchdown. Throwing. It's Love. Now setting up the screen for Jacobs. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets him back behind the sticks.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Oh, and how well he's slinging at this opening drive, Brock. Not sure we expected to see an incompletion, but his perfect start ends at 5 for 5.
Yeah, kind of the feeling out process, right? I think you find this with defensive coordinators a whole bunch, trying to figure out what that script is on the other side. I have a sense there'll be some completions and incompletions along the way.
Love now on 3rd and goal. He brings it in. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
Awareness. Kate, you hear me and so many others talk about it a lot with quarterbacks, but it's critical for every unit on a football field. And for the defense right there, to have an awareness of knowing where the marker was and to make sure that completion wasn't going to move the chains.
A 20-yard attempt.
McManus sends it through. And that one's going to get them on the scoreboard.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead, and a little early momentum with that field goal.
On
now is McManus to kick this away. On the return, here's Mims. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Denver offense taking the field for their 2nd drive. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3 and out to begin this game. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Ness. Knocked away. That's going to be incomplete. Defender there. That brings up 2nd down.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
Nix again on 2nd and 10. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and a better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Throw here, 3rd down. Oh, he's going to run for it. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the 1st.
That is such a good play defensively. A play you could take a whole bunch of pride in not only stopping the passing game, but the effort to get to the quarterback before he could scramble for the 1st.
Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. Fields this at the 19. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Packers taking the field now. Their second series of the game coming up. They've got an early 3-0 lead as they take over here. Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
1st and 10 from the 43. Running right, here's Jacobs. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
Slot man motioned over. Going to the ground again on 1st. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Brought down by the first-time All-Pro Nick Bonito.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Quick throw out wide by Love. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. So 20 yards on that play. And it'll give the Packers the 1st.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Jacobs running behind center. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
Kate, it really is pretty simple. If you want to run against a 3-4 group right up the gut, number one, got to control that nose tackle. Number two, you got to get people to the 2nd level. That was teaching tape.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Jacobs can't push it across. They make the stand. It looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too.
Yeah, 2 things come into play when you get to these goal-to-go situations, Kate. I always love mixing cadence. I know it can be dangerous because you can give up 5 yards, but also if you're aggressive with it, you can get a free down, but it gets your guys excited to get off the football and get that surge. Well, that group offensively did not get on that one.
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers stretch their early lead to 9. Well, good luck stuffing the big fella that close to the goal line, Brock. I've always thought that the distance right there is just made for tight ends to score touchdowns.
Yeah, and it's not just the sport that you also love to cover in basketball. It's all about matchups. You get near the red zone and into the end zone, matchups become critical. And when you got a dude like this that's a mismatch maker, you feed him.
Broncos nothing.
On now is McManus to kick this away. On the return, here's Mims. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here comes the Bronco offense. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Bronc. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. It's an option right that begins this drive. Only able to get back to the line on that 1st down play, so no gain. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Throwing here, Ness. Now set up the screen here. It's Harvey. This is a nice gain. Nearly moves those chains. He's got it up to the 36.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. So before they get the snap away, we reach the end of the first quarter. The Packers on top early. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They'll only need a few inches here on 3rd down. Nick's trying to sneak it. They're loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain.
It's about the simplest play in the playbook, and they execute it like it was drawn up. That push gets them the first down.
At the 36-yard line.
They've got first down here from the 36. Going left side. Here's Harvey. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
On the draw, they give to Harvey. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. That was Micah Parsons making that play.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of reaction time you want when you face a draw play. They broke on it shortly after the draw started, and they contained it to a minimal gain.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
In real estate, Kate, it's location, location, location. In football, it's rhythm, rhythm, rhythm. And you don't get 3rd down conversions, you get no rhythm.
Here comes the Broncos punting unit. Jeremy Crawshaw, the one who's going to send this away. Slow snap, but he's able to get this one away. He's got it at the 24. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Now here comes the Green Bay offense. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Drive starts with an option, right side. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
You know, for pitchers, you hear them say, gosh, you got to pitch this guy backwards. For defenses, you got to do the same at times, Kate. You just can't always run it on first. You got to mix in some high-percentage pass plays. Otherwise, you're going to get hit right in the face for a loss just like that.
Short pass brought in. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
Third and 4 coming up now. Love out of the shotgun. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
So 4th down, here comes Daniel Whelan to send it flying for the Packers. Fair catch, hauled in at the 18-yard line. The Broncos running their offense out once again. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score. Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ness. Got for big yards on the right side. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Nowhere to go with it, so he's just going to throw this one away.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball, and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Handoff headed right. It's Harvey. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Oh, that's such a good feeling as a quarterback on an RPO, and you get to hand it, and you get to watch him take off. You know if you take advantage in the RPO game of a run like that, it only makes the pass that much better.
1st and 10, he keeps it on the option. We'll cobble together a yard there. Devonte bringing that play to an end.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that, but let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
2nd down, give to Harvey. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage, so 3rd down now.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. 3rd and long for him here. So the heave knocked away from the intended target. That brings up 4th down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Will Lutz getting the call on 4th down to put 3 up here for the Broncos. Ball in the left hash, the distance 53 yards. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead's 7.
I know they love that golf adage, drive for show, putt for dough, but it's awfully nice to drive for show and to have that kind of weapon in your back pocket.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And this is Savion Williams on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Packers all set to get back out there. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. Now Love on the play fake. On target to Musgrave. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or with big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Shotgun now for Love. No one open on that play, so he's going to chuck this to another county.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Putting the tight end in motion. Love on third and short. Lofts it deep right side. The defender was waiting for that one to make a play on it, knocked it away, forcing fourth down.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Daniel Whelan on the punt. And they could really use a good one here. And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense all set to go. And they brought out their kicker for a field goal their last possession. This time they'll look to bring him out for an extra point instead. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. First hit behind the line. That ball's loose. Packers pick it up. Nothing doing on the return, but the damage already done, partner. They take it away on the fumble. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. From the gun, it's a give to G. It's on the turf. The ball's out. He lost it. And it's picked up by the defense. Only a little bit of a run after he recovered the fumble. So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. The Green Bay offense about to get started once more. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Take that fumble away. The officials overturn the call and say he was down. Brought in close to the 8. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Extra point try is good by McManus. And the Packers double their lead to 14.
Broncos 3.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Here's R.J. Harvey on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Denver set to take the field on offense. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. First call here coming from the shotgun. Nix from the gun. Looking slant route complete. And he'll get this up to the 33-yard line. Brought down by Quay Walker.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Play action with Nix. Hits his running back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all. To try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Shotgun handoff to Harvey. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Edger and Cooper there to make the stop.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
8 yards to go, and let's see how they approach this second down. Here's Ness to throw. Dumped off to his running back. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You could see that screen develop as the linemen pull right out in front. Sets up a nice gain. Love to see a running back utilize the big man in front of him.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. They'll run here from the gun. Escapes a defender. And he gets him around 6 there. That was Xavier McKinney that time with the tackle.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a group, when he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you got.
Shotgun snap to Ness. Has him on the quick hitter. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. Well, he had a chance to pull up and avoid the hit, Brock, but we knew the outcome from the moment he decided not to and made contact. That flag came out. Roughing the passer on that last play, and that's always going to lead to an automatic first down. Running it after the penalty. And he takes this one in for the Denver touchdown. The Broncos make it a one-score game in the first half.
Touchdown, Broncos.
Well, Brock, you found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns. And that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off for 6.
That one right down the middle. And the Broncos chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Brooks now on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Packers ready to run their offense back out there. Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Now a toss. This is Jacobs. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Love from the gun. Hits him on the out route. And this goes out of bounds as we've got a penalty flag in the backfield, Brock. This could be roughing the passer. Just a momentary loss of focus, a break in discipline, and not a good moment individually as he gets hit with that personal foul. Roughing the passer on that last play, and that's always going to lead to an automatic first down. Here's Love. Hauled in by Musgrave. It's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
You get this big old dude like him in the slot, it's an automatic mismatch advantage. You're trading a little bit of speed, sure. You sure do get a lot of size. And anytime he's in the slot, you got to assume the ball's going his way.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. To the air with Love. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Dre Greenlaw picks it off. And the Broncos are hauled down on the return at the 45-yard line.
Intercepted. The Broncos take over.
Throwing on first down, Ness. Complete to Mims. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Packers' 40-yard line.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Ness. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket, but sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Lutz there to tack on the extra point. And the Broncos make it 17-all.
At 17.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here comes Williams on the return. This makes it up to the 25. Out now runs the Packer offense. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come, 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Taking a deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. But I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
2nd and 10. Love trying again. Throwing the out route complete. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. The Packers take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. First down throw. Here's Love. That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. So 2nd down coming up.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
A 2nd down throw here for Love. Short pass brought in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Textbook hitch route. Hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Kate, this is a low-ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
Broncos going nickel here, 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10. The Broncos taking the field for the final time in this first half. Backed up this far and with such little time left, Brock, you gotta imagine they're just gonna kneel this out. They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left. On first down, it's Ness. He completes it in traffic. And he's going to be taken down right as he reaches that 20-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And it's going to be first down, Denver.
You know, I often say there is a fine line between aggressiveness and carelessness. And when you throw into double coverage, well, it can go either way. That time, a tremendous catch by his receiver on the other end.
Hill finds his back, Harvey. This one gets to the 22. Brought down by the ball hawk. He was an all-pro last season, Bronc, Xavier McKinney. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Here's the Packer offense headed out to start the third quarter. And they could take control of the second half early, Bronc, if they break the tie on this opening drive. Packers getting set here. First and 10. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can you get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
Now Love on the play fake. And downfield, he's got it, so that stops. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
Handoff, running right, Jacobs. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. Love now, off the play action. Defender's there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play to bring about this third down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets two. It could have gone the other way.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. Third and long for him here. Now setting up the screen for Jacobs. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that first down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. First, second, third down, sometimes even fourth. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
They'll run for it. Jacobs. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. The right call at the right time, Brock. Give him 9 and a successful conversion on 4.
Come on now. Was there any doubt who they were going to go to right there? That was always going to be a run play. No problem converting on 4th.
To the line and set. Here we go. First down. Play fake. It's Love. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time. Second and 10. Back to the air. Love. He's got it. It's downfield near the edge. And they're going to have first and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
Well, that's a game that has its roots in preparation during the week. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday kind of stuff. Identifying ways to target the coverage and creating opportunities for big completions.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. From the red zone now. Oh, he's got it in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
A gain of 3 brings up second and goal at the 1-yard line.
It's second and goal. Jacobs. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Packers take the lead right away in half number 2. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there, not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do, and it created, Kate, the slightest of hesitations for the defense, and that slightest opportunity is all he needed to hit the end zone.
17.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Harvey now to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Denver ready for another offensive possession. All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got 1st and 10. It's Harvey straight ahead. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure cover guys, not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Ness. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Well, that window was open down the field, but this league is so fast, and these defenders, well, they closed the gap before that throw could arrive.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. They'll throw, 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for a Broncos 1st down.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You can go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you could depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. And it sets up 2nd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Nix holds on to it. And he will manage a little before being forced into a slide, as that's going to chip something off this upcoming 3rd down.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
If only every completion could get that kind of result. That's good enough to knock a defense flat on its back.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
You know, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Harvey will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a third run after back-to-back negative losses.
They've gone the wrong way twice. Need to make up that distance and more. Here's 3rd and goal. Pressure coming for Ness. Now set up the screen here. It's Harvey. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos start the second half with some needed points.
Touchdown, Broncos.
So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Extra point try now from Lutz. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Broncos tie this game up.
24-24.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here comes Williams on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Now here comes the Green Bay offense. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. And we'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Takes the handoff, now Love. Completed over the middle. They cross the 40, nice run there. And he's finally brought down just a yard shy of midfield. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning-quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
That's incomplete left side. Couldn't make the hook up with Matthew Golden. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Love out of the shotgun. Gets it downfield, on target to Watson. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
Well, that one was drawn up and delivered beautifully, efficiently. If it's not circled on the call sheet already, you better believe it is now.
We keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Stick it in the air. Love. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
Still 10 to go. It's 2nd down now from the 26. Loves to throw again. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He goes back to him yet again, complete. And he's close, but they say he did not get there. It's going to be 4th and maybe a yard.
Awareness. You've got to be aware. Play caller, quarterback, receiver have to be aware of where the sticks are. That route just not enough, not deep enough to extend the drive and move the chains.
A 34-yard attempt.
McManus sends it through. And they've taken back the lead.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
On now is McManus to kick this away. On the return, here's Mims. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. So here comes the Bronco offense. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this third quarter. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. Giving this to Harvey. Oh, he drops a cut to the right sideline. And he is down inside the 35-yard line.
Anytime you get that chunk of yards, gosh, you can just feel it in the stadium. It just changes the whole complexion of the drive. They're now set up beautifully in enemy territory to end this series with points.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Looks like we'll have a pause here. An injured Bronco out there and in some pretty obvious pain after that play. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Nix from the gun. Oh, he's going for it again. And Nix slides in safely, doing so after he picked up that first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. On the handoff, here's Harvey. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Harvey. On that run, they stand strong and stop him at the 2.
He was brought down by Javon Bullard. A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the Packers' 2-yard line.
Another chance at 6. It's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, it's Nix. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos take a lead just before the end of the 3rd. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
That one splits the uprights, and the Broncos take a 4-point lead.
27.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Brooks now on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Packers all set to get back out there. And the first half scoring has continued so far in this second half as they try to keep the pace. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. To the air with Love. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
5 still to go here. This is second down. A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. It's Packers football, and they know what they need to do, trailing here in the 4th. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Shotgun now for Love. Nothing doing there as the second down pass falls incomplete. This one misses the tight end. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Love from the gun. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
The Packers send out their punting unit. It'll be Daniel Whelan doing the honors. He's got this at the 27. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Broncos running their offense out once again. Their last drive contained a heavy dose of the ground game, a little old-school dominance on the way to a touchdown, Brock. Let's see if they stick with it or if they go aerial this time around. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, they'll throw. Gets it downfield, on target to Sutton. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
Every offense I've ever seen from Pop Warner to the NFL's got this play in the playbook, but every offense isn't capable of executing it because it takes a quarterback and a receiver on the same page, and that page, it was textbook.
On 1st down, it's Ness. He puts some air under it deep down the left. That one's caught at the 10-yard line. They're going to move the chains after a big play, 39 yards.
You can't start a fire without a spark. Well, how about a lightning bolt? What a huge gain that totally changes the tone of the drive.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here. It's Harvey. And he takes this down close, up to the 3. He gets him 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd and goal.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Gets himself free. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
The pass on 2nd down. Brought down at the 2-yard line. A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. They're running with Harvey. And he's not going to get in. Another stand defensively, and they've made it 4th and goal.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused, and they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
Here comes Will Lutz, a lot riding on this field goal try. This just 21 yards down the pipe. Kicked well, and this is good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a 1-score ball game.
Kate, it's 3 more on the scoreboard, but both sides really know it's all about one possession here in the 4th quarter when it really matters.
Here's set to kick this away. Here comes Williams on the return. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Green Bay offense about to get started once more. Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Now Love on the play fake. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So that brings up 2nd down.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
Quick throw out wide by Love. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Third down here, need 8 on the play. Third and long for him here. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
That one hits at the 6, but can't check up. It gets into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos offense all set to go. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. All right, Denver getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Harvey headed right. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Staying on the ground here with Harvey. And 2 yards all he can get. It's 3rd down.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Throwing here, Ness. Caught, nice gain left side. Hits the 20. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. It's a Troy Franklin touchdown.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with a receiver with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
Point after try is good by Lutz. And the Broncos double their lead to 14.
Broncos 41, Packers 27.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away.
Kickoff for the Broncos.
Brooks now on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Packers ready to run their offense back out there. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a two-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be sky high right now.
Love with it on first down. Now setting up the screen for Jacobs. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Well, that was great timing. Great timing by the big fellas to get out in front of that screen. You could see it coming. Running back has the lineman in front of him to clear a little space, and it was all about his athleticism after that.
2nd and 3 now. Love looking to pass. Dumped off to his running back. And they're all over that screen. Brock didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Throwing his Love on 3rd. Cut down the field, Golden. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Throwing again. Love finds him over the middle. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. So a big self-inflicted error as that personal foul moves the ball forward quite a bit. Roughing the passer on that last play, and that's always going to lead to an automatic first down. Once more, it's Love. Keeps on moving into the red zone. It's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers now within one score in the 4th. Christian Watson with the touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
41. Packers 34.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. On the return, here's Mims. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Denver set to take the field on offense. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. Give up the middle to Harvey. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. He picks up 15 on the play. And it's going to be first down, Denver.
Kate, a run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
From the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive. On the draw, he gives to Harvey. Now even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
You know, some positive yardage there, Kate, but just as important, they're mixing up their play calling, and they could very well be setting up the defense for a big play later.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Mix off the play action. That's completed right side. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Give to Harvey here from the pistol. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Harvey once more. They stuck with him and got the same results. He is stopped at the line once again to quickly bring up 3rd down.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Back to throw it. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Picks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock, but it does force a 4th down.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively, and really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference, and that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
A big kick is no good. It's well to the left there. And it stays a one-possession game at 7 points.
And hope still remains in the building, Kate. Not a 2-score game. In fact, the make there, well, it could have been a death knell. But the miss, you just see it. It breathes some new life into the opposing sideline.
A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10. Love out of the shotgun. Completed over the middle. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 44-yard line.
There's Love to throw. Short pass brought in. And he has them a 1st down, which they will tackle on the other side of this 2-minute warning. That's good for a couple of yards, and it'll give the Packers the 1st.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up. The Packers take their first time out. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the 1st.
At the 10-yard line.
They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. They'll run. Jacobs. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
Hauled in by Musgrave. And he drives this down to the 8 before going out.
A gain of 5 yards brings up 3rd and goal.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Throwing now. Catch is made in close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Kate, if you and I took a whirlwind tour and watched young quarterbacks, the hardest route to complete is this one. A lot of them could throw go routes and slants and drags and in cuts, but throwing that out route takes some time, takes some precision, and a whole bunch of trust between QB and receiver.
And a completion not in the cards on that 4th and goal. They passed on 3 points, and they'll wind up with none. He can't find the end zone. They stop him, and they'll still trail as they turn it over on downs. All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Harvey. And he does not make it out of the end zone. Just couldn't find his way across. They contain him for the safety.
Okay, you could just feel it, right? Right off the snap, you just got that sense at the line of scrimmage. When those big guys defensively win it right off the jump, right at the line of scrimmage down here at the goal line, well, they've got a chance to put 2 points on their ledger. That's well done by those big boys defensively.
So after the safety, we're going to see a free kick from the 20-yard line. Fielded at the 11. And it'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. Out now runs the Packer offense. They took their shot on 4th and goal, came away empty-handed, so a lot to like, Brock, but just need to find a way to punch it in this time.
At the 25-yard line.
Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Complete to Luke Musgrave. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's it, 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Setting up to pass. He finds Jacobs here underneath. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. Now a timeout is called, and they're going to have to set up for one final heave towards that end zone.
A gain of 14. And the Packer 1st down.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Back to throw. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And we all saw it. Flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. They may still get some big yards out of this one. That's no way to end the game, right, Brock? Can't have an offensive penalty on the final play. So an untimed down coming up. It's a touchdown! No time left! So it's the visiting Packers who pick up the win. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
Okay, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game. It's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Heward, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers are your winners, as we'll see you next time from Denver.